A naked man on the train, a driver who left 3 cars damaged in a car park hit and run, and a minibus burnt to crisp in the middle of the road. These were the recent top trending topics on citizen journalism website Stomped. Now, this incident on March 13 received a lot of attention both online and offline when it broke. Many people not only witnessed it, since it took place on a fairly crowded train near Yishun MRT station in the evening, quite a few who witnessed it also alerted Stomped to the incident. Stomper's scrub field was one of them. The man in the photo had stripped naked in the train and proceeded to perform an indecent act in full view of everyone on the train. He also laid down on the floor and was finally escorted off the train by SMRT staff after commuters hit the emergency button. While many expressed shock at the incident, there was a lot of discussion as to why nobody did anything to stop the man. Stomper Bodo wrote, "What a shame these young strong men standing near the sick mental fellow didn't even bother to lift a finger to restrain him from further embarrassment." Stomper Francis 59 added, "No doubt he is mentally ill, but I'm saddened that all the females and children were not protected. The least I expected from the guys was to sort of form a barrier to block him so that the females and children couldn't see him. All it needed was one gentleman to call out and leave. Of course, using the pervert's clothing to cover him until MRT staff take over. It is kind of shameful on those men not to do anything." Another Stomper, Ostiamos, however, urged caution. He wrote, "When a man runs amok, better watch apart from a distance. The Little India incident is an example. Why try to be a hero to cover or stop the stripping and risk getting hurt for nothing? At least now, with the man totally stripped, the police can charge him. If he's not stripped, how can the police charge him? If he's declared crazy, he might not need to serve time. Men should warn the women, and the women should just move away if it bothers them." According to a report on the Straits Times, police have arrested the man for further investigation.
Walau, kena stomped!
Moving on, our next story involves a hit-and-run driver. The story was contributed by Stomper's alert citizen and Stephen, who wrote, "I was walking past the car park at Tampines Block 486 last night when I saw this mess. 2 cars and a lorry were left damaged in what seems to be a hit-and-run. The black car on the right was the most damaged, and it seems like the culprit rammed into that car first, which caused it to veer into the other 2 vehicles. Hopefully, the culprit can be caught. Sigh, such irresponsible behavior." Stomper Stomped wrote, "If it's a hit and run, hope the culprit suffered a driver's worst nightmare. So irresponsible." While Stomper Woodsbury speculated, "The bugger must be totally drunk." Other Stompers helped by contributing suggestions to avoid such situations in the future. All car parks should install cameras to catch those hit-and-run idiots. I recently also had a hit-and-run incident at Toa Payoh Open Car Park, Lorong 4. Police is investigating the case as there is a camera. Stomper Milo 69. Stomper Minau agreed. Installation of cameras at entry and exits of car parks may help to trace the culprit if no witnesses come forward.
Walau, kena stomped!
Irresponsible drivers aside, this next story serves as a cautionary tale for all drivers. Numerous Stompers sent in pictures of a minibus in flames, spewing thick black smoke, and aftermath photos of the vehicle burnt to a crisp after the fire had been extinguished. Stomper Andy reports that the minibus caught fire at around 8:30 AM just outside Singapore Polytechnic's staff apartment. According to him, the minibus kept burning for 10 minutes and sparked off a few mini explosions. Stomper Alina emailed that residents heard a sudden explosion and called the ambulance almost immediately. After about 2 minutes, the back of the minibus caught fire. According to SCDF, they were alerted to the fire at 8:30 AM and the fire was extinguished with 2 water jets. Nobody was injured in the incident. Stompers reacted with shock, with more than 57% voting, "Oh my god." There was also much speculation as to what caused the fire. Stomper Wong attributed it to a lack of vehicle maintenance. How many companies are willing to spend on regular servicing? Maintenance is a big question mark. All they care about is money at the end of the day. Stomper AISTST asked pointedly, why did they not carry a fire extinguisher? Would they rather lose a $100 fire extinguisher or a $100,000 vehicle? The SCDF advises the public to service their vehicles regularly at authorized vehicle workshops and ensure that the vehicle's electrical, engine and fuel systems are checked for any defect during each servicing session. They also urged the public to conduct visual checks for any signs of oil leakage outside of the scheduled servicing period. Well, that's it for this week's Stomped. We'll be back next week with more of the best stories on citizen journalism website, Stomped.